Today's sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Armadillos of Tokyo taking on the Dragons of Rio de Janeiro. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They begin with a quick throw out left. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited, and with good reason. This is the NFL. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run for the first time with Bruce Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Now a design run with Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The 13 yards that time in the first. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Armadillos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's down the field for Jefferson. This is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line?
There he goes left side. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive.
He was taken down behind the line scrimmage.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dragons are able to make some...
I'm fucking pressing the wrong button!
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side.
Dumbass nigga! What's he doing?
Sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And on now is the punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be left sideline. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down knocked away and incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Wide open receiver complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Touchdown! George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Armadillos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dragons get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one. Oh, no, he lost the football.
You retarded, bro. Good game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.